Hello, Shay. Thank you for sharing your materials with me. I want to remind you that we are trying to build your brand. And uh, the written documents are a part of making a brand statement. So as many of the variables in this package as we can, we need to control. Um, First, I want to say that your cover letter, the body of your cover letter, is one of the best one of the best I've read in some time. You did an excellent job on the body. Now, let's talk about the header. Let's see. The salutation, dear sir, or dear madam, or dear whatever you have there, is considered a generic uh, salutation, a generic greeting to whom it may concern. And you really don't know who's on the other end of your documents, who's going to be reading them. But we do know that HR tells us they don't read to whom it may concern. So your wonderful body may never be read because you have the wrong salutation. You may need to phone the employer, and if you can't find out the name of the individual that's actually doing the hiring or the interviewing, then get the name of the company owner or the president or someone in charge, someone in authority. Address the letter to an individual. They may never see the letter. That really is not the point. The point is to let the reader know that you're willing to go the extra mile, to do extra research, because you're that interested in this position and you're that committed to making a great impression. Now let's turn to your um, resume. I sent you several edits. I looked them all up to see that I had told you those things in the past, and I did. So please go back and review those carefully. And then consider your page layout, the size font, and the appearance of the document itself. You've stripped it down nicely, but you need to add now. You need to add the details that I highlighted in my comments to you. And I would certainly emphasize any class-appropriate classes or class projects that you've done in culinary arts. You could talk about a class like in knife technique or baking or menu development or any of those kinds, anything to do with nutrition and so on, things that will make you look good to the reviewer. You're making a career change, so start with your education and beef that section up. Now, the next thing that should come, I think, on the resume, and there are no rules about this, it's all pretty much try it and see what works. But I'm pretty sure that what you've got right now is not going to help the employer calibrate your skills. And that's what the resume is all about, showing the employer that you have the skills he's looking for and that you have some degree of expertise with those skills. So think about that as you work on your resume. You're going to write this resume dozens and dozens and dozens of times, I can assure you. And good work. I'm glad to see the progress. Thanks for sharing.